What's the deal, man? You alright?
What's the deal, my dog, Chris? What's happening, baby?
Chilling, man. You been alright?
Man, I feel good, man.
How everything going with the SharpMind podcast, man?
Man, everything going all right with it. Of course, I'm just really trying to make sure my production, still look good. You know what I'm saying?
Man, doing your thing, dog. Doing your thing. Right off with your platform, man. I'm just curious to know, like, what gave you the idea to take the approach that you took? Because, like, I tell a lot of people, when I'm promoting it, I'm like, you probably one of the only people that I've seen, not even just Detroit, but just in like a realm of like people who could communicate with the hip hop community, but yet speak on the level of like, you got every aspect, man. It ain't no stone unturned with your content, man. You talk to every kind of person, man. Everybody who's somebody, you talking to them. It don't matter if they big in rap, big in business, big in sports. And I'm just curious to like, man, what made you a jack of all trades?
Man, what's crazy, bro, is that actually when I start podcasting, I never had any intention on interviewing or sitting down with people. It kind of just happened. I was kind of, just doing my thing, still looking for production, working with my cousin, Dre Sharp,
Shout outs to him, man.
For sure, man. He was, definitely a big part of me early, for sure. But I was at a studio, and there was a bunch of rappers and stuff up there, and my man Tay Blood, rest in heaven to my good brother Tay Blood. He like, man, why don't you? He like, man, he like, man, I'd be on your podcast, and it went from him just saying I'd be, because I wanted to just kick it on some positive shit, just on, helping people overcome, issues, everyday issues, confidence issues, depression, shit that I done been through. You know what I'm saying? But with the interviewing thing, when I sat down with him, it kind of just took literally, not to be cliche, but it took a life of its own. It was just like, man, I want to see, this on I want this to be able to not only, highlight people, but I want it to be something that can help me as well. I got a little sister that I speak up. No, go ahead.
No. I was just gonna say that, man. Like in return, like when I watch it, man, it's not only like informational as far as like learning about somebody's story, but you do get a sense of like, damn, watching the people that you interview and like the questions that you ask, how grounded you pretty much take somebody up here and you bring them to our level to where we could kind of look at them as a real person, and that's not normal,
For sure. Like I was just going, just to touch on the point that I was about to bring up is I got a little sister. She just lost her father, and not Carolyn.
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
So shout out Carolyn.
Yeah, but sorry to hear that, man.
No, all is well. He my angel now. He our angel now.
Definitely.
But she lost her father, and I'm like, damn, man, he was such a good man. He taught me so much good stuff. To my stepfather, I don't even believe in that term no more because of him. I really believe the father that stepped up, but he had taught me so much good things, and I'm like, man, my sisters just can't come here and see me smoking weed and just, talking shit. Like it gotta be something that, and I was a teacher before and I tutored and, always working with the youth. I'm like, man, people gotta see me in a different light, not just in the projects, slanging drugs or, getting on the bus or trying to scheme and scam. Like people gotta know that, look here, it's okay to take your path, and it ain't always got to be what everybody else doing and what they look like, and what they think look good. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. That's really where where it all started from. I wanted to be educational and entertainment because I'm a YouTube fan. I don't believe in cable. Well, I stopped believing. I gave up cable.
Yeah, I remember you said that. You said that. See, like with your type of approach, man, to like not only media but like your community activism or just the way you communicate with the people, right? I was actually going to try to suggest, man, that, like, have you ever thought about going into politics?
Just thinking back to college, thinking about political science as a major, it was always like you got to know somebody, or you got to, like, it always got to be something, like you got to kind of be close to it to be in it. And I never like really knew how to get in it. But to answer your question, and like of course I didn't thought about getting into politics.
Feel like who could actually be a candidate. You know what I'm saying? I like to work in essence of like to try to get people like you elected or get people like you in essence, because it's like, you know, everybody can do the hard work. I see that you don't mind the pressure in the moment to be able to walk in and talk to an NBA player, a famous rapper, the same way that you would talk to somebody at the studio that you didn't know. That type of ability, that type of charisma. I definitely think that's something that you should really get into, bro. Like, and you don't got to worry about trying to cut the corners off your sandwich. You gotta be Dre. You gotta be the same Dre Sharp that we know. You gotta be that same.
That's easy.
But it's gonna be hard to walk that path once you be that, you know what I'm saying? Because the further you get, you're gonna be more isolated. And like, I really believe that you should do that though, bro. Like a couple months back when I first pitched this to you, I was trying to propose like these mental workshops with like city council, and I actually recently just got through to them with that, you know what I'm saying, based off the virtual access that we were able to do. So I would love for you to be a part of that, man. You know what I'm saying? It's
sure. Congrats, dude.
I appreciate that, man. Do Brenda Jones, man. Shout outs to her. And
oh yeah,
she I would love for you to communicate with her directly and direct with her staff, man. It ain't even about what they could do for you. It's about what you could do for the city of Detroit. Anything else coming up that you want to let the people know on the podcast before we switch to like the topic?
I mean, honestly, you know, just check out the catalog. You know, go on YouTube and, you know, watch a video or two. Just check it out. You know, see what the conversation is and see what's going on with some of these good people, because at one point they didn't have nothing. You know, it was just a thought and a dream to do what they was doing, but somehow they did it. So, you know, maybe they can help those who ain't necessarily took that leap of faith yet. That's where I'm at with it, for sure.
Hey, man, that's real, man. Everybody go check out the SharpMind Pod. I'm going to keep it flashing throughout the whole shit, so they going to keep seeing it. Just point down. Y'all see it down here, SharpMind Pod. It's right there.
Hey man, do you do your own edits and stuff, man?
Yeah,
I had to ask that, man.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's so dope,
man. I don't know if I want to start with the bullshit shit first or like the revolutionary shit. I start with the bad first. You know, unfortunately, we got a lot of artists, you know, dying. We got a lot of artists going to jail. With everything you represent, the fact that you can speak both languages, you understand the streets, but yeah, you understand where we need to go as black men and as people. I'm curious to know, somebody like yourself, what you think about all this. Like, how do we translate, you know, the youth to the older people to kind of bridge that gap?
I mean, what's crazy is that, you know, you got the Black Lives Matter movement in one sentence, but then at the same time, it's Black lives that's taking Black lives. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of, it's just a lot of that going on out here, man. And honestly, I mean, that's where, kind of where the SharpMind, you know, a big part of the SharpMind podcast was about too. Like, how do I try to get this message to, you know, thinking that this negative stuff that's going on out here is not, like, making them think that this isn't the way to go. This ain't cool. You ain't gotta be gangster. You ain't gotta be tough. You ain't gotta be gang banging and all this crazy shit that's going on. Like, to be honest with you, bro, like, I'm still trying to figure it out. Like, that's why I'm in the field every day. You know what I'm saying?
Real,
so I just, you know, I mean, it's just crazy. You know what I mean, from, you know, the artists, you know what I'm saying, the rap gang, some of the people that we done lost, and, you know, the trickle down factors in our community. So, you know, it's just, man, we just gotta, you know, each one teach one, you know, self-reflect. You know what I'm saying? The better, you know, we better ourselves, we'll get there. You know, just one.
Yeah, that's real shit. Your shit right now, bro. What you playing?
Ah, man. Oh, shit. Who am I rocking out with? I'm fucking with Payroll. I'm messing with the Doughboy.
Shout out.
You know what I'm saying? Clay just dropped a remix. Yeah, he just dropped like that whole CD fire. I stay in the King Homes. You know, a lot of guys down there rapping. My man Jet Li.
Oh yeah, man. Shout him out. Shout him out.
You know what I'm saying? My man Barry, like, I be really, you know, listen to, I listen to my favorites. You know, forgive me, but fuck the award show.
Oh man, that's real talk. That's real, man. Because, you know, the one thing a lot of artists do, man, they get so caught up on the validation, man, that they forget about the art. At the end of the day, man, like, I look at it like this on some, I try to treat it now, man, even with media to music. Like, a motherfucker might not be hit right now, man. I used to try to care about, damn, the views, the numbers, the this and that, until you got to get to the point where, like, they might not get hip to your shit till 5 seasons in, and then realize that's the greatest show they ever seen.
Man, like I told myself a long time ago, I say rather one person watch it or rather 1,000 people watch it. You know,
but that's the thing. That's why a lot of people be selling out.
Like I do this shit because this is what I wanted to do. Like I literally thought of this in my 1-bedroom apartment. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought of the whole everything, sleeping on the floor. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I want to put out a positive message. Like, even though I'm in this situation, me getting up out that situation. When you don't think it's no hope, when it's too dark, where you can't see the light. You feel me? Like, shit. I wanted to do that, so I'm gonna keep doing it. And if it catch the right person, if I can change one person, that might change the world. Then that's a great thing. But shit. For the most part, when I had children, they can look at the SharpMind podcast and find jewels, and so like I said to my sister, my family members, my close friends, like, if one person pick up something, worthwhile that can change them and make them want to be a better person, I think that's priceless.
Real shit.
The hits, the views, the likes, all that shit will come later. You know what I'm saying?
Man, people don't get hit. I heard Russ say something, man. I'm not really the biggest fan of his music. I haven't really took it to the lab, but I done caught a few interviews. I feel like if you seen one Russ interview, you seen them all, just like Master P. Like Master P, I love them, but their interviews be the same. But I appreciate it because I took so much game from their interviews. But one thing Russ said, that like he was on this 10th, 11th mixtape album, still had 1,000 followers, and then now he look back now, every one of them albums platinum.
Fair, for me, when I drop, I'm gonna promote it how I promote it. I'm gonna get it out there, and shit, if it pick up steam, but if it don't, I can look back at it and look at videos I done did 8-9 months ago when I was home. I was up starving. You feel me? Doing some of them podcasts. No money. I spent all my money to get to where I'm going. You feel me? Not getting nothing from it. But
people ain't got that kind of grind, man. That's the shit you can't buy. You know what I'm saying?
But really, I gotta say, my most viewed video, bro. I'm so hungry. I'm starving in that bitch. You feel me? Like it's crazy. Like motherfuckers don't know. Everybody liked it. It was the dope. My man. Shout out Doughboy Dre for that.
Shout out Doughboy Dre. That was a crazy interview. You fuck niggas' heads up when you dropped that one.
Man, that was I was excited. Like it'd be unreal to me. And then looking at it like, damn, okay, I did. I handle myself well. I ain't, I want to start, but I'm still, nigga.
Man, you gotta. You ever people be saying, man, sometimes, man, the charismatic, humble shit be cool too, man. But at some point, man, you gotta know you the quarterback, dog, and you gotta lock in, dog. Like, it's cool, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, fuck it, man, we gotta listen to you, man. Go ahead, tell them niggas where to run and be open. Period. No doubt. On that note, too, man. Speaking of sports, too, man. In detail with it, I want to ask you specifically, man. Yo, what's up with this Luka Doncic Mavericks love that you got going on, man? See, look, man. Tell me, brother.
Yeah, man, dude,
because I'm a fan too.
In my eyes, like I haven't been excited to see somebody play like this since Jordan. You feel me? And I remember the hype before the draft. Like I'm telling you, like, man, Luka should go first. Don't nobody know who Luka is.
Yeah, you were saying that.
He overseas.
Can I say I thought you was tripping? I thought you was tripping.
A lot of people thought that. But I'm y'all gon' see it. Like, yo, dude, man, dude is incredible, man. Like, he's walking triple dub. He young as hell.
You know one thing I hate that they say about Luka. They be trying to downplay his shot or whatever, but he hit him big when it means something.
Man, he hit him. Yeah, he hit him. You know what I'm saying? He going for 30. Before the break, before that COVID shit happened, he was averaging 30, like 31, 9, and that. Like, he was averaging something crazy, close to a triple double. And it's like, man, y'all, they just nitpicking at that point because he's making his way into that, that stratosphere. And it's a different team. Everybody go with the LeBrons. You feel me? The star. I mean, not saying he ain't got star power, but I ain't really think nobody seen it like I seen it. So
man, no, I seen it, dog. I seen it last year, man. When he broke out with it last year, I was like, I didn't believe it when you was saying it before the draft. I thought you was straight tripping, but then it took me maybe about 2-3 months in to realize like, oh, this nigga kind of different, right? But then the more the season go in, you peep like what stand out the most to me, of course, is his IQ, man.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Making everybody around him do that.
Positionless basketball, man. It's hard to even say what he is. What is he?
and he ain't even played with the big fella for real yet, KP.
Hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? I tell everybody that on some real shit. I think the dynamic of Luka Doncic and Porzingis together is actually a better dynamic than LeBron and AD. If they was to lock in and be ready, full blown, go head to head, they both healthy. I believe that KP is he's so much taller. He just a different dynamic, and we all know
7'3",
man.
and he got a sniper on him.
Man,
you feel me? And he played defense. Like even looking at the series that they lost. I mean, he got what he played maybe a game and a half.
Man, and he was injured. And he was injured, so they can't even say he ain't got heart. It's so quick to say somebody ain't got heart or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But they gonna be ready. What you think about the moves they made, the acquisitions, man? I hate that they had to get rid of Curry. I hate that.
And we lost the line right to Detroit.
Yeah, but the boy gonna come in on defense. James Jones, the black belt, man, he should be straight. Yeah. You know, Johnson.
I'm looking at. I don't know. I guess I'm looking towards the future. I think we're gonna pick up some. Mark Cuban be doing ignorant junk. And I didn't. My inside scoop is, the Giannis's and.
I'm hearing that Dallas is in the rating for deal. I wonder if they got enough shooting for him, but they do because Tim Hardaway's still there, Trey Burke's still there. I love they re-signed Trey Burke. That was important.
Yes,
I'm so glad. Look, the one thing I noticed too that was real deep because I told you I fuck with Dallas too. I looked at him so close. I was getting mad at Carlisle watching it because I would notice that he didn't have too many rotations with Trey Burke and Curry in at the same time. And I know, but it was at some point in time, them guards was just like it was getting to a point where like, man, like let's just see what it do. You know what I'm saying? I know that they both ball handle it, but Curry could come off ball, shoot, whatever. I just thought that, so I knew that at some point they was gonna get rid of one of them. I'm honestly glad they kept Trey Burke and let Curry go.
Yeah, me too.
Who would you upgrade or what would you add to that puzzle?
I mean, really, I would love to see. Of course, I would love to. Greek Freak is automatic. I mean, that's
right. Besides that, oh yeah.
I mean, probably like a Zach LaVine. You know what I'm saying?
Oh Lord,
Zach LaVine.
I hear that he on the market too, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Something obtainable, and really, Zach LaVine. I mean,
I think that's a higher upside at this point than Bill for what you could get out of him, as far as like not the skill set or anything. What I'm saying is Zach LaVine could he'd be more open to playing a new style more so than Bill going somewhere to know what he doing and do what he do. He coming in to be Bill. You know what I'm saying? Zach LaVine could still like redefine his playing next to a nigga like Luka. They could really play positionless basketball over there. You know what I'm saying? That would be that's probably the best shit I done heard. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. I sold on the Brooklyn Nets and the potential of James Harden going over there. I'm curious to know why you don't think that'll work, and I'm curious to think like, do you think that it'll be good if James Harden win, or where do you think he'll be able to go?
I hate James Harden in Brooklyn. It ain't enough basketballs over there, and somebody got to play some defense. You got to play some defense at some point.
True.
And I don't really like them better than already. Like I love Milwaukee right now with Drew Holiday. Hey. Philly's still a problem. And as long as Brad Stevens coaching the Boston, I think they, and they whole makeup, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, they gonna be, so.
That Tristan Thompson is big.
Yeah, for sure. But I don't think, I just don't think Brooklyn really can, better than nobody. It still take time to build chemistry. KD ain't played. Not saying he ain't gonna be KD, but I really hate that. Like I hate that whole situation. But James Harden, I mean, yeah, I really don't see how you get rid of James Harden.
I'm not sure what type of pressure James Harden putting on the Rockets team, but reports is already reporting that it's because the owner affiliated to Trump. So we're gonna see where that go if he stay. If not, they might have to trade him halfway through. That's gonna definitely be an interesting situation. This the thing too. If, say for instance, they did work out a deal and he go to Brooklyn, right? Is Kyrie okay with being the third option?
No, he ain't. I don't think he good with that at all. And even speaking on the James Harden situation, Philly. I think Philly might be more in play than
Man, is they gonna be able to keep the Simmons and Embiid though, or they gonna have to get rid of Simmons?
No, they probably gonna have to get rid of Simmons for sure.
That means they should just go try. That means Houston should just go try to get Embiid.
No, they ain't that. I don't think you get rid of Embiid. Embiid is an unmovable piece.
For real. Tough though. I would love to see my Embiid in Miami. I ain't gonna lie. That'd really damn. We couldn't get Marc Gasol. I was pulling for him, so I was like, damn, we go get it. If Embiid somehow, Pat Riley could work his magic, dog.
I don't know if there's enough magic in the world for that.
Yeah, I know they just signed Bam. They just re-signed Bam. I know, man, but that's your
that's tough.
The draft that you looking forward to besides like Melo.
Of course. I really want to see Killian Hayes. I'm really excited about that. I want to see what's his name? Golden State.
Wiseman. Yeah.
Yeah, I think him and Steph, with even, I'm gonna name,
that's scary, man. That's kind of scary, man.
So he went to like Georgia or something.
Oh, is it Edwards? You ain't talking about Anthony?
As a matter of fact, number one, yeah.
He went over to Minnesota,
Yeah, of course.
How you think that's gonna look? Him, D-Lo, and Cat. He a real killer though. I'm talking about he a real killer. I see him being over there and telling them what to do in 2 years. Not to be like that, but I don't see the D-Lo and Cat summoning that kind of energy that he got. He got like a kind of he gonna go over there like Jimmy. I hope that they don't get rid of him. Hopefully they build a team around him after they see what he could do. It's about to be a wild ass NBA season, man. I ain't got no favorites, man. I just like I said, I like Miami, man. I like LaMelo Ball, Hornets. I think the Hornets can slip into the playoffs.
Hornets, it really depend on dude though.
And Gordon Hayward and Bridges, man.
Gordon Hayward did go over there.
And
I tell you who I want to see Phoenix. I want to see what Phoenix gonna do. They left the bubble undefeated.
Man, I'm scared of Phoenix, dog. I ain't gonna lie. They gonna leave the bubble undefeated and then pick up Chris Paul. That don't even make sense.
That's gonna be entertaining. I think DeAndre Ayton can be in the store for a big year, all-star caliber season.
With the rise of Phoenix like this, that they might have to go into that breaking the playoff shit up East and West and just go off records and shit now, because the West is too stacked at this point.
I feel you on that, but I'm a classic dude.
Old school.
Yeah, I like the East and the West, but it'd be something different. It's just hard to compare, the history.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It just makes it a little different. I'm not a fan of college football.
Yeah, me neither. It's an acquiring taste. I really watch it to know who's gonna be good in the league. I try to keep tabs. It gets, unless it's a team that I really fuck with or it's a player that I know got the hype on him for real, I can't just sit there and do it if I don't love the team. I love Oregon and Michigan, so I'll always watch them. But I hate Alabama
too. But you gotta, even what we didn't, what that team done put us through. You know what I'm saying? It just ain't been I'm kind of for and a whole another conversation. I think they supposed to be getting, they supposed to be getting some money. They supposed to be getting paid.
Man, that's a damn fact, dog. I'm hearing that they did some shit with the January 21, ain't it?
Yeah, I heard about it.
They gonna be able to get endorsements or something.
Yeah, get paid off their likeliness. Yeah,
that's so crazy, man. That shit's so wild. But I appreciate you stopping through, man. Anything you want to tell the people in particular, dog? Like, man, what you got coming, man, where they can find you next, or when the next one dropping, man. We waiting on it.
Yeah, but with me, the SharpMind Pod, I want everybody to check that out on YouTube. And, check out some of my clips on Instagram at the SharpMind. And, my Facebook is Dre Sharp. And I got a couple things coming before the end of the year. I'm just gonna say that, you know, I don't really it be so many factors that go into the play. Yeah. Just know I got something dropping before the year out.
So I appreciate it again, brother.
Man, I appreciate you, man. Thank you, brother. For
Likewise.
Real. It's a lot. Yes, sir. Let's get it.
Yes, sir.